Buzz bomb, or V1 flying bomb, was powered by the Argus S04 PULSEJET engine. It was characterized by being inexpensive and simple, which allowed for mass manufacture. Despite its limited operational lifespan and lack of efficiency, it is a noteworthy engine due to its distinctive sound and significance in military history. Constructed in 1912 in Stamford, Lincolnshire, the BLACKSTONE hot bulb engine is a single-cylinder, semi-diesel engine that produces 2.5 horsepower. Designed for farm and small industrial work, it burns heavy oil with slow rhythmic detonations. The Rolls-Royce K60, which is installed in the Abbott SPG, is a supercharged 6-cylinder, 12-piston, opposed-piston diesel engine with twin crankshafts. It was designed for battlefield reliability and compactness, and it produces 240 brake horsepower, efficiently operating in a variety of combat environments. With their tough hot bulb design, RAP semi-diesels, manufactured by AS Motor and RAP since 1907, were workhorses in Norway and frequently powered fishing boats. Excess crankcase oil, as seen here, can cause a runaway condition in two-stroke semi-diesels, potentially reaching thousands of RPM and risking catastrophic failure. In the 1930s, certain RAP engines were modified to power tiny coastal ferries in Norway because of their slow revving dependability, which made them perfect for frequent, short voyages. After years of rest, a 1948 Gibson tractor with a Wisconsin engine starts up in Irondale, Washington. This 6-horsepower Model D, which is probably an AE version, is an example of post-war inventiveness. A funny chapter was added to Gibson's agricultural heritage when several of their tractors were modified to drive tiny circus carts in local parades. Ruston and Hornsby's move toward compact diesel engines was reflected in the VSO series, which was first produced in 1936. Because of its dependability, the 1VSO was a popular option for small companies and farms. At a machinery exposition, the 1937 vertical diesel engine Ruston and Hornsby 1VSO starts up. This single-cylinder type, which was introduced in 1936, is part of the VSO series and has a 7.5 horsepower rating at 1,000 RPM. From training skies during World War II to current restoration activities, the Continental R670 continues to be a treasured part of American aviation history. This 7-cylinder radial engine, which is seen in aircraft like the PT-17 Stearman, gained recognition for its dependable operation, easy upkeep, and its unmistakable pop-pop. As the DEUTZ Smash 711 commences its cold start, the weight of each initial detonation is palpable as it progressively evolves into a powerful rhythmic beat. Though stationary, with every revolution, it radiates a sense of compressed, boundless force, ready to erupt the moment it's called upon. The British V12 cylinder tank engine with liquid cooling was the Rolls-Royce METEOR, which was developed in 1943 for use in World War II from the Rolls-Royce Merlin aircraft engine. Still in use long after World War II ended, this engine proved to be the backbone of numerous British armored vehicles. The Panzermotor 5112 diesel, which powers the fabled T-55, one of the most recognizable tanks of all time, has the scars of a cruel past. On the war, it drove the T-55 thousands of kilometers with a displacement of 38.88 liters and 580 horsepower. Its roar represents endurance, triumph, and military power. This antique machine continues to run at a slow but constant 80 RPM. However, every revolution has consequences. It was a 600 horsepower machine that did one thing well for over 50 years: air compression. The air around the Continental AV-1790 is almost choked by the boom of the huge V12 when it fires up. The M47, M48, and M60 tanks were equipped with this top-tier combat engine, which was designed to provide tremendous pulling force and long-term durability under harsh conditions. The 1905, when Renault was founded, only the wealthiest French people could afford cars. Every component, including the hand crank and cylinder head, was made by hand. Each ignition marked the sound of the early 20th century mechanical revolution.
See you later.
With a 3.5 liters displacement, the Listister SR3 is a 3-cylinder diesel engine that produces 12 horsepower at 1500 RPM. Constructed from sturdy steel, the SR3 is a prime example of the kind of engine commonly seen in industrial generators in rural areas. When paired with a wood splitter, the DEUTZ MO121 produces an amazing performance. Hardwood is cleaved into pieces under the blade, while this classic German engine pulses steadily with each turn like an unyielding mechanical heart. for its reliability and longevity of up to 30,000 operating hours, the Lister TS2 epitomized the enduring ethos of British engineering when it was introduced in the 1960s. The second half of the 20th century saw it become a cornerstone of the agricultural and rural electrical infrastructure. The Herford. Order 6H280 is a post-war German heavy-duty engine design that is employed in tugboats, stationary power stations, and military applications. Each startup serves as a testament to the enduring durability of German engineering, reviving a piece of its history. A single thump, and the entire frame trembles, pulls softly when the flywheels turn. The Scharrer and Gross engines do not run quickly. It runs steadily, roughly, and solidly. Even when idle, it communicates in the language of pure mechanical strength. Among the world's oldest producers of diesel engines is Lister Petter. With 40 horsepower and 1100 RPM, the Lister CS384 is a four-cylinder, water-cooled diesel engine that is frequently used in industrial settings for pumps and generator sets.